Hi, it's Travis, your official Blizzard review guy. And today you can see we've got a few different lighting fixtures from Blizzard Lighting. But what we're going to talk about today is this controller over here. This is the Control 6 controller with Skywire built in. So that's Blizzard's wireless DMX technology. So today we're going to talk about the controller and see how to use it with both wired DMX and wireless DMX using these fixtures. So here's the Control 6 Skywire controller. It is a DMX 512 controller. It can control lights via traditional 3-pin DMX or the built-in Skywire transmitter. This thing will work with all of Blizzard Lighting's fixtures that have the built-in Skywire wireless DMX technology, or you might be using something like the Wetzel's, the receivers that you can plug into the back of your fixtures and be able to control them wirelessly. It has 16 fixtures here, so on the left-hand side you'll see these fixture buttons 1 through 16. Each fixture can have up to 12 DMX channels. So it's got these 6 faders here, which make it really easy to control 6-in-1 LED fixtures. For example, like the Skybox Chroma or the Skybox EXA, those have the 6-in-1 LEDs. So right underneath these 6 faders here, you'll see RGB, AW, and UV, which make it really easy for controlling those types of fixtures. It's really, really simple, easy to use. Use the A/B switcher, of course, to get to channels 7 through 12. It has 16 scenes or chases that you can record, so that's quite a bit of room for programming. In addition, you can back up all of your scenes and chases onto a USB flash drive. So you can back up all that stuff that you've spent all your time recording and programming. It's got a blackout button and a strobe button, which is cool. But what makes it even cooler is it's got the strobe speed fader. So you can actually adjust the speed of your strobing to go along with the strobe button. Little LCD menu here to show you the DMX values that you're actually sending to the fixtures. That's a quick rundown of the Control 6 Skywire. For this video, we're going to be using Blizzard's Skybox EXA. This fixture is battery operated, so we don't need any power to be plugged in, and it's got the Skywire wireless technology built right into the fixture. And what makes it great for using with the Control 6 is these are 6-in-1 LEDs. So we're going to be able to use the 6 faders here to control these 6-in-1 LEDs very easily. All right, so I'm going to turn this around. I'm also going to turn around the Control 6. Of course, one of the first things we need to do is power it up. And then you'll see that there are 2 power switches here. One is for the unit, and the other one here is to turn on the wireless transmitter. So now you can see that LED is flashing there. If you were going to go ahead and use traditional DMX wiring, you're going to use the DMX output here. It's a 3-pin DMX cable. So there's your DMX out. And if you don't have actual DMX cables, you should consider buying some DMX cables. Blizzard Lighting does make DMX cables. They're called cool cables. The thing that makes them cool is that a small part of the proceeds goes towards funding cancer research, and they also come with a Velcro cable organizer. So consider buying yourself some cool cables from Blizzard Lighting. We want to use the Skywire wireless technology, so let's figure out how we can connect our fixture using that and our Control 6. So we can see on the back here there's this blinking LED. This is going to tell us which group it's transmitting on, because you can use multiple Skywire systems. So when it's blinking red, that means that it's transmitting data. So we're going to press this button underneath the LED, and you can see as I'm pressing this button that the color of that LED is changing, and those colors indicate with the corresponding wireless group. So I'm going to stop on the green one here. I'm going to turn that on. And we just want to make sure that it is set to the same group. So I've noticed that with some of these fixtures that have the Skywire built in, the numbers and the colors sometimes don't always correspond. What's mostly important is watching the color of the LED. Just like when we were setting the color on the Control 6, we're going to watch the color here as we change through the RFID groups. I'm just going to go through until we see green, which is 1. So I'm going to hit enter once we get to the color that we want. And what you want to look for is that once you press enter and select that color, that your fixture RFID LED should now be flashing green, which means now it's connected to the Skywire. And since it's going to be our first fixture, we're just going to make this easy and start the DMX on channel 1. So there's the address. So we've got both of these on the corresponding green group for the Skywire, and I've got my fixture set to DMX address number 1. Over here on the left-hand side, we have the different fixture buttons. So it goes fixture 1 to fixture 16. So each one of those fixtures can have up to 12 channels. These 6 faders at the bottom are going to be channels 1 through 6. Then we can change the page to page B, and now these faders become 7 through 12. Okay, so then fixture 2 is going to start on DMX channel 13, and that's going to work its way through all 16 of these. Okay, so each one of these fixtures takes up 12 channels, regardless of how many channels your fixture may actually operate on. Okay, so for example, we're going to be using the Skybox EXA, and I have it set to 6-channel mode. Channel 1 is going to be red, channel 2 green, 3 blue, 4 amber, 5 white, and 6 is going to be UV. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have fixture 1 selected. Okay, so there's red, we got green, blue, amber, white, and UV. So that's the basics right there. When it's in 6-channel mode, it's just really nice to be able to have quick access to those 6 colors. Got a quick blackout button. Now the strobe button works a little bit differently than blackout. Blackout is kind of like a switch. You know, we switch it on, switch it off. Strobe, you hold down, and so I'm going to hold down the strobe, and you can see as I adjust this fader, there's a slow strobe. You know, and as I bring the fader up, it's going to be a really fast strobe. So that's really cool that you've got the ability to change the speed of your strobe right there. Then as you go ahead and record different scenes and chases, when you go to play those back, you can use the wait time and fade time faders here to adjust the speed of your program right here as you're playing it back. Let's now take a look at connecting more fixtures, still using Skywire. I'm going to add 2 Skybox chromas. These fixtures are also equipped with the Skywire wireless DMX built in, and they're also battery operated. So with this setup right here, we can go completely without any cords with these 3 fixtures all running on battery, and having the wireless DMX built in is really cool. The only thing we've got to plug in is our controller, and we're set to go. So I'm going to kind of go through the same process here that we did with the Skybox EXA. Is I want to first make sure these are on 6-channel mode, so it's going to work really easily and nicely with our 6 faders there. Then I'm going to make sure that our RFID, or our group, is set to the same color. So for this one, the color of the group is on the back, and you can see I've got the green flashing light there. That means that we are good to go. And I'll just make sure the same on the other one here. And this is what I mean. See, this one here, the RFID is 2, and it's green, and this one is RFID 1, and we've got flashing green. So a little funky on the groups and the colors and the numbers on how that all works, but my best piece of advice is find the group that then has the green flashing LED. That means you're all connected. Now for the DMX address. Our Skybox EXA is fixture number 1, which starts on channel 1. So if we want to have these fixture 2, these both have to be set to DMX 13. If we assign DMX channel 13 to both of these, then both of these fixtures are going to be controlled by selecting fixture 2. So I'm going to go to address, set it to 13, and hit enter. And same with on this one, address 13, and hit enter. I've selected fixture 2 here on the left-hand side, and now I can go ahead, have access to our red, green, blue, and so on. If I want to go ahead and control the Skybox, I can deselect fixture 2, clear my faders, select fixture 1, and now I have separate control over my Skybox EXA. Since they're all 6-in-1 LED fixtures, I can actually select both fixture 1 and fixture 2, and we'll kind of just clear everything out here. And now we can control them both at the same time, and they should be identical. So here now they're all red, now they're all UV. Now we can control them all the same. The Control 6 with Skywire controller, and we're using our Skybox EXA and our Skybox chromas, completely wireless solution. using the wireless DMX, and of course those fixtures have the built-in rechargeable batteries. And that's Blizzard Lighting's Control 6 Skywire. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any new videos on Blizzard product reviews. I'm Travis, your Blizzard review guy. See you next time.